Today's episode is sponsored by FastHosts. They asked me to write a question for their techie test. If you're based in the UK and know the answer, you have the chance to win the ultimate tech bundle, including your dream PC setup worth up to £5,000. The link's in the description and I'll explain more in the video, which is coming up now. One of the minor joys in life, let's not go too far, is discovering that there's a Python module for the task that you want to complete. I remember when I was working in research and I found a module that could handle NMR spectroscopy. I was really pleased about that because it meant I didn't have to use the code that the lab used, which was all in MATLAB, which I didn't like very much. And I found another one as well that was good for analysis of neuroimages. And that got me thinking about why I like Python so much and why it's so handy and versatile. It's the number of things that it can do. And so I started thinking about what are the modules that all beginners should learn. And I think there are a few. And of course, my opinion on this is going to be skewed by my use case, and I tend to use Python for data analysis and that type of thing. So it might not be ideal for you, but I think most people starting out in Python should probably know these modules. And they are NumPy, numerical Python, which is really optimized for handling matrices and matrix calculation, and it does it really quickly. And a lot of other quantitative modules are built on top of NumPy, so it's as well to know that. So make sure you know NumPy. Pandas is incredibly useful for data manipulation. Really, I mean, I use it all the time, even for small tasks where someone else might use Excel. I use Pandas. I think it's that good. And once you get into the habit of using it, I think you'll probably use it all the time. But it's certainly something that if you work with data, you're going to need to be able to use and probably expected to be able to use if you work with data in a professional setting. Matplotlib for data visualization. There are other visualization tools as well, Seaborn and Bokeh, but Matplotlib is the one to start with. So certainly know those. And then from the standard library, I've talked about it before, but make sure you understand and can use the collections library, or the collections module rather, because it's very powerful and good at what it does. And you won't go back to using standard dictionaries once you've got used to using the collections module. And the OS module, because that means that you can interact with the operating system, whatever operating system that is, on the machine that you're using. And it's just a real time saver. So those are the modules that I'd recommend you prioritize and make sure you have proficiency with. And then you can move on to the exciting task of searching for those modules for an exact and specific use case just for you, which is the fun bit. Let me tell you a little bit about today's sponsor, FastHosts. FastHosts is a UK-based web hosting company which offers a wide range of web hosting products and other services. They aim to support UK businesses and entrepreneurs at all levels, providing effective and affordable solutions to suit any need. They offer a wide range of products and services, including virtual private servers, which can be great for any of those Python web projects that you might have in mind. They're secure, fast, and use only SSD storage, and they'll give you the opportunity to practice server management with either Linux or Windows. They also have a cloud backup service where you can back up any device, server, or virtual environment. So if you do suffer any data loss, you'll be back up and running in minutes. It's also excellent practice for you to get used to setting up a cloud backup system, even on your own projects, as that'll get you into good habits for any work that you might do in the future. You can test it out by getting 5 GB of cloud backup free. So now to the competition. If you're based in the UK and you get the answer to the Techie Test question right, you have the chance to win the Ultimate Tech Bundle, including your dream PC setup worth up to £5,000. So that could be your ideal coding or web platform workstation. Here's the question. What new dictionary operators were added in the Python 3.9 release? Answer the question by clicking on the link in the description for your chance to win the Ultimate Tech Bundle. I'm just editing the video now, and I noticed that I've forgotten to mention one module that I did mean to mention while I was outside getting wet, and that is IPython. So add IPython to that list.